It's Lisa Gildenzoff, Cycle for the Cause manager here at the center, and today we're going to have another video to go over some of our amazing tools and resources here at Cycle for the Cause, and we are going to go in detail through our Participant Resource Center. We got a lot of great tips and tricks, a lot of great tools, and I want to make sure that you guys know how to use every single one of them and make the most out of your fundraising and out of your training. Cycle for the Cause should be an amazing experience all year round, not just during our fabulous weekend, riding from Boston to New York on September 18th to 21st. So let's get to it. We are at support.gaycenter.org. You already know this website. This is where you registered or where you're going to register. And we're going to go right to the participant resources right up top here. And now that we have, I'm going to move my video a little further up for you guys. Great. So here's our Participant Resource Center. Everything here can be downloaded and used however you like. And let's start at the beginning. So we have our participant guides. Let's start with our Donor Drive user guide. Donor Drive is the platform that we use for our fundraising. It's the platform that you use when you download the Donor Drive app. It's the platform you're using when you send out templated emails to your friends and family. Everything you do here. So here's just a quick little guide on the basics of how to use it in case you are new to us, unfamiliar. So you'll get your basic tips for success. You'll learn all the ins and outs of using your fundraising account, how to send templated emails, and my favorite piece that you'll find in here is some information about best ways to thank your donors. And I call that one out because it's really important. Fundraising 101 is storytelling. Fundraising 102 is thanking your donors. So I hope you all will do that. All right. Now maybe we haven't signed up yet and we are wondering what it looks like to be a crew member. You can check out our crew roles, and here you can learn all the ins and outs of what it looks like to be a member of our crew on the road with us. I think this is a great idea to take a peek at before you've signed up so you can really envision what your experience might be on the road as crew. Kind of manifest it, get it in your mind, and you can have an amazing time when you hit the road with us. When we get closer to the ride, we'll be sending out a survey to all of our crew members, asking for preferences of which roles, so you will have some opportunity to let us know what's most interesting and exciting to you. We also have all of our frequently asked questions in one place for you, because we certainly have a lot of frequently asked questions, and we have many pages of them. So, for example, you might find things like, are there rest stops along the route? Why, yes, there are. We have some pretty long days, including and especially day 2, which is around 120 miles. And so we have rest stops every 10 to 15 miles so that you can take a break, hang out with your fellow participants, get a snack, stay hydrated, and have a good time at our rest stops, which our crew members are also at, having a fabulous time helping to provide those snacks and hydration. Or you might wonder, what happens if I get lost on the ride? Now, this happens really rarely, but we do have sweep vans. So if you ever give us a call and say, I think I came off course a little bit, can you please rescue me? We'll be able to do so. We'll get somebody dispatched and you'll be good to go. I also want to show you our captain's guide. Maybe you are a captain. Maybe you're thinking about starting your own team and becoming a captain, which we would love. Here you can learn all the basics of what it takes to start your own team. We're talking about recruiting, coaching, training, and cheering. But we do also have our little bonus round, as I like to call it. So a good thing I focus on is team meetings. Our best teams that have the most success and the most fun are having team meetings around every month, maybe once every 6 weeks, to keep their team connected, to feel that camaraderie, again, all year round. And take a beat to talk about what works, what doesn't work for your training, for your fundraising, with people who get it and with people who you're close to. Stories to inspire is really important. You may remember just 3 minutes ago, I suggested that Fundraising 101 is about storytelling. So this is true. People are going to be supportive of the organization if they understand the impact it makes on real people. So we have a couple of stories that you can use. James and Nikolai and all of our other friends here, they have given us permission to share these stories with you and for you to share these stories with people in your networks. So that way they can see how important it is to the community in real life. I recommend using these stories in emails that you send out or using clips of it in social media content that you might make. I also recommend reading one of them maybe 2-3 times, getting the gist, and using it when you talk to people in person. This is what's going to compel people, and once you read them, you might find yourself compelled as well. We keep them in plain text here, easy peasy, not a lot of frills, so that you can go ahead, copy and paste, and do what you'd like to do with them. Occasionally, we will also have these same stories available in our pre-templated emails that you can send out to your friends and family asking for donations, and we'll have a separate video on how to do those pre-templated emails, so stay tuned. Our final fundraising tool here is our fundraising tracker. I love this tool. It's my favorite one, and it's going to be your favorite one as well. So we call it the 24 and 24, lovingly. And here's where you're going to map out all of the gifts you think you might be able to get. It's a really good starting place. So my family members I'm going to ask are going to be Mom, Dad, and Aunt Jackie. And I think Mom and Dad are going to give me $100. Aunt Jackie's going to give me $20. These amazing gifts. We're going to total $220. Boom, we're almost there already. But this isn't hard and fast. You can mix things up a little bit if you need to. For example, I don't keep in touch with a ton of my former coworkers because they are not as cool and exciting as my friends here at the center. But I do have more than 3 friends here at the center. So I might list 6 people that I work with right now. This is easy math. I know that you understand this, but we want to make sure that you are using this in the way that fits best for you. This is a template. This is not a rule. So go through your friends and family, fill out this sheet, find the donations you think that you're going to be able to get this year. And then when you add them all up at the end, you might find that you are closer than you thought to hitting your ultimate goal of $5,000, $10,000, $100,000. Maybe you can help us reach all 2 million all by yourself. I'm here for it. So this is a good tool. I recommend it, 24 and 24. I want to show you our social media graphics because these are really, really amazing. So here we have posts that you can use on your grid on Instagram or use on Facebook or really anywhere. But then we also have longer ones for like your Instagram stories. So you can use those as well. I saw somebody recently, I loved this, so I'm sharing it with you. I saw somebody recently use one of these with $250. The center can provide a person with a comprehensive needs assessment and referral services. One of our participants used this post on their Instagram account. They put in their caption, how many people will it take to reach this 250, and can we do it by the end of the weekend? And that weekend, after a couple of reposts and sharing again and getting people all excited about it, that person had raised just over $500 in a weekend, and it was all from using this post as an anchor for their fundraising. But we also have ones that you can fill in. I crew 4, my cousin who is living with HIV. Show your friends and family why it's important to you and why it's important to the community at large to be part of Cycle for the Cause. And while you can copy or save any of these images, you can also download them all at once here in a folder so that you can keep them on hand as the season progresses and you want to use lots of them. Save them now, save them in one place, and you can continue using them throughout the season. Now, we love that you are such amazing fundraisers, and we certainly need that support at the center now more than ever. But we also care that you are in tip-top shape to do your cycling, so we have some training resources for you. We have training routes, which you can download every single one of them all at once. These are links to ride with GPS routes, and there is a description for each one, the mileage, what the scenery looks like, is it hilly, so that you can be prepared to find the best training route for you on any given day. But I think more important is our 12-week training plan. Now, we do recommend, if you're not an avid cyclist all year round, to train for at least 12 weeks before riding from Boston to New York in only a weekend. So here, you can start by learning some training terminology. For example, I did not know what tempo meant in this context until I read this document, so if you also don't know, this is a great place to learn. And you also have 12 weeks, how much you should be biking each week, when you should be doing something other than biking. Maybe it's resting, maybe it's having a bit of a strength day, some recovery rides, everything you need to know to be able to pace yourself to hit that Boston to New York mileage within 12 weeks. Print this out, put it by your bed, put an X through every day that you complete your ride, and you can watch yourself grow and succeed, and you're gonna feel really awesome about it. And our Strava guide is the final thing here. This kind of is in between fundraising and training. It's kind of both. So you may have seen in other organizations, programs like these, you can pledge per mile for your donation. So you can say, I want to give my friend Jack $10 for every mile that they ride. That's gonna be a pretty big donation at the end, but we're here for it. So what would happen is your friend would pledge, and every mile that you do on Strava, which is like Ride with GPS, another kind of training monitoring app, you can share with your friends and family just how much you've been riding. They can donate per mile, and at the end of the ride, they will be charged all at once. So we're not getting a charge every day, every time you ride. All at once, we'll do a transaction with your donor to make sure that they're able to support the center and support you. This is huge because it gives your supporters the opportunity to not only stand behind the center and what work we do here, particularly with our HIV and AIDS programs and services, but also become invested in your training. So this is a really exciting tool that we have. It's only 3 pages, and crew, you can use this too. This isn't just for our cyclists, because you don't need to ride a bike. You can gain these miles by doing anything that's measured in miles. For example, kayaking. Enjoy. Weather's nice. Finally, we have a couple of logos for Cycle for the Cause and for the center, just in case you need them, but we recommend talking to us first before you do anything too loud with our logos. So thank you very much. And that is our Participant Resource Center. So we're really excited to see that you guys are going to take a lot of advantage of it this year. We do have some more things coming soon. For example, this is not the last training video, so you'll be getting more of those in this Participant Resource Center shortly. We're going to have ones for how to ask for money, fundraising 103, I guess. And then we'll also do how to send templated emails, just as I said. So in addition to the videos coming up, once we get close to the ride, we'll be adding a couple more things, kind of, I don't want to say last minute, but last minute. Things like daily schedules for what your day might look like hour by hour. As the ride kind of kicks off, we'll put up the recording of our crew training video that we do every year, and we'll put some new, fresh safety information. So everything you need to know to hit the road, we will have up here as well. And that is our video for the day. So thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Until next time.